Hello, beginning farmer friends. Thank you for watching the video. If you like, subscribe, all of that good stuff. You know, if you like it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Comment down below. But what I am doing right now is cleaning the shed, which I know I said I wouldn't do another video about cleaning the shed. This is not a video about cleaning the shed. It's just what I'm doing. And while I'm doing it, I'm thinking, because when you're cleaning a shed, that is a rooster. While you're cleaning the shed, it gives you a lot of time to think. And what I'm thinking about right now is farm dreams and maybe farm pipe dreams. As I was working in the shed, I was thinking about a comment that has come across the board multiple times on my channel. And it usually goes along the lines of, you know, commenting on the video and then kind of ends with, don't be so hard on yourself. Because I spend a lot of time talking about my failures on the farm. If you listen to the podcast from years ago, at the end of the podcast, every episode, I had a hard lesson learned because it seemed like I made a lot of mistakes. And I was thinking about those comments that say, hey, Ethan, don't be so hard on yourself. I was thinking about the shed and how it's kind of a mess and I'm tired of cleaning it and I don't have any doors yet and all of that. And I was thinking, is this a farm dream or is it a farm pipe dream? I am going to be a little hard on myself today, but I think that's okay. I think it's good reflection, because what I want to do is show you a video that I found that's from, I don't know, 14 years ago, before this farm, Crooked Gap Farm, was a thing. Rooster, sheep, we're trying to do a video here. Before I start the video, let me give you two pieces of background information. First of all, this video is from a long time ago, maybe 14 or 15 years ago, before we even had this farm, before we had any farm, before we really had anything. Second thing is this: I have dreamt of being a farmer for basically my whole life. Now, there's been times where it's waxed and waned as I've had other ideas and things that I've wanted to do. But from my earliest childhood memories, I wanted to be a farmer, whether it was playing farm in my bedroom with the toy tractors when I was a kid, or my pedal tractor in the yard, or going to my uncle's or my dad's or wherever it was. I just really wanted to farm. So this dream, it didn't start 15 years ago. It started 40 years ago. Maybe not quite 40 years ago. 38 years ago. I think that I should probably tell you what this video is before we start the video. It is a plow day at my uncle's farm with antique tractors. Really, it's just really cool tractors doing plowing like they did a long time ago. I just wanted to tell you that. All right, well, now we've got the date. This was in 2006, so 15 years ago. That right there, that was my Uncle Lorne pictured there. I believe this is my Uncle Lorne driving this M670 Super right now. It's Minneapolis Moline. It's got a flip over plow. We're gonna see that in a second. It's pretty stinking awesome. This all happened for fun. You know, the neighborhood came out, different farmers brought their tractors out, and we did some plowing that day, and it was a great day. I vividly remember it, not only because it was a plow day, but because, as you can see from the video, there was snow on the ground that day. And when we get to a picture of me, you're gonna see that I have some sparkly clean coverall bibs on, and I remember getting good-natured ribbing from my cousin on how clean my coveralls were. Well, you know, the fact is, 15 years ago, I didn't farm. I didn't have a farm. The only time I wore those coveralls was when it was, you know, snow on the ground and I was cleaning snow out of the cement-covered driveway. So they didn't get real dirty and they didn't really get worn out. Now, I've got some worn-out coveralls. Events like this, though, they really tapped into my farm dreams, you know, those ones that went back to my childhood where I farmed in my bedroom and I drove that pedal tractor that I've talked about already. These events tapped into those farm dreams, and I still kind of have those farm dreams. There is a part of me that would love to be able to do farming like this. Plant some organic row crops, harvest the corn, feed them to the pigs, have that fully diversified farm with, you know, a 5 or a 6 year crop rotation and the livestock and the feed and just all of those pieces. But it's not in the cards at this time in my life because I am a bivocational pastor or a bivocational farmer, however you want to look at it, like most farmers are in the world today. There's my cousin Vern. Bivocational. I have a farm job and I have an off-farm job. There's me in those fancy coveralls. The reason that I kind of brought up this idea of, is this a farm dream or is this a farm pipe dream, is because, to be completely honest with you, 12 plus years into this farm dream that maybe is a pipe dream, I haven't reached where I would like to be yet. Now, I've gone back and forth, and I've shared this before. I do enjoy what I do with my quote-unquote town job, my pastor job. I don't know that I necessarily want to give that up, but on the flip side, I haven't turned the farm into something that could sustain my family on its own. And in that sense, I somewhat feel like my farm dream has not really cut the mustard, not really lived up to what I wanted it to be, and that's kind of discouraging for me at times. That, by the way, is my dad right there on that GB, propane GB, so... I'm not quite sure what all these thoughts rolling around in my head mean, though. I mean, at the end of the day, does it matter that I haven't been successful? Does it matter that this dream hasn't been fulfilled? Yeah, I mean, actually, it kind of does. I do know this, though. That video was really cool. Quick shout out to my wife who helped me find that video because I didn't know what hard drive it was on or where it was at, and had just been thinking about that video, wanting to find it for years. She knew exactly where it was, so... thank you. It was awesome to put it out there. I think the hardest part for me is that the reality is there are other farms out there that are more successful than my farm. There are farmers out there that have started 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago, not 12 years ago like I did, and they're making a living full-time on their farm. That doesn't mean that my farm isn't successful, but I'm not sure that it's living up to the dream, or I do have to at times ask myself the question, is this what I need to be doing? Actually, now that I think about it, maybe the question that I need to be asking is, what do I need to do better? What can I do on my farm better that makes the dreams or the pipe dreams a reality? Not necessarily that I have to quit a job in town, because that's not really where I'm at or what I want to do right now, but that the farm is more than just sustaining itself, that the farm, you know, could sustain one of the kids down the road or another family down the road or whatever it is. I don't know exactly what steps that I need to take to get there, but I still think I would like to get there as long as it's still a good idea, because I know this. It is still a dream of mine to farm. Honestly though, I just saw this video as an excuse to put in that other video about the tractors because I found that and it was really awesome. So thanks for putting up with my dream stories and my stories in general. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember, if you do, comment, like, subscribe.